Hi, welcome to a new video of Japan. Japan is a country and an island nation to the east of the Asian continent. The country is formed by 6,852 islands in the Pacific Ocean. The capital and the largest city of Japan is Tokyo. The entire country has approximately 125,507,000 inhabitants. Most of the population lives in the flat areas along the Pacific coast. The metropolis of Tokyo is one of the largest metropolises in the world, with around 35 million inhabitants. Mainland Tokyo is located northwest of Tokyo Bay. Tokyo measures approximately 90 kilometers from east to west and 25 kilometers from north to south. Tokyo is bordered by the prefectures of Chiba to the east, Yamanashi to the west, Kanagawa to the south, and Saitama to the north. Which is also good to know what not to do in Japan. Don't bother the geishas. If you do, you can get a fine of 10,000 yen. Do not tip in Japan. It is customary to tip almost everywhere in the world, but in Japan this is considered an insult. Don't shake hands. Don't immediately raise your hands when you greet someone. That is quite unusual in Japan. The Japanese bow when they greet, thank, or say goodbye to each other. A bow can range from a small nod of your head to a deeper and long bend of your whole upper body. Do not eat on the way. As a tourist, it is useful to eat your sandwich or sushi while walking, if you walk from one attraction to another. In Japan, this is considered rude. You are expected to eat and drink fast food, snacks, and drinks on the spot. Often on the sidewalk there is an area marked with lines that is specifically intended for this. Spilling coffee or a piece of sushi on the street can make some Japanese very angry. Tokyo is one of the three major financial centers in the world along with New York and London. Tokyo has the largest capital city economy in the world. According to a study conducted by PricewaterhouseCoopers, Tokyo's metropolitan area had a gross domestic product of $1,191 billion in 2005. As the center of Big Tokyo, Tokyo is Japan's largest hub for both domestic and international rail, road, and air traffic. Public transport in Tokyo consists of an extensive network of clean and efficient trains and subways that are operated by different companies. In Oda, one of the special districts, is Haneda Airport, Tokyo International Airport. The airport is mainly used for domestic flights. Outside of Tokyo, Narita Airport is located in Chiba Prefecture. This airport forms the gateway for international air traffic. Several islands within Tokyo have their own airport. The train is the main mode of transportation within Tokyo. Tokyo has the most extensive train and subway network in the world. JR East operates the largest network, including the Yamanote Loop Line that encircles central Tokyo. Two companies operate the metro network, the private company Tokyo Metro and the government company Toei. Together they form the Tokyo Subway, which is the world's largest in terms of passenger numbers. More than 7 million people board the metro every day, and millions more on local trains. The prefectural government and private companies also operate several bus routes. You can choose from local, regional, and national services. The bus terminals are located at major stations such as Tokyo Station and Shinjuku Station. Tokyo is connected to the rest of the country through national highways. In addition, Tokyo is the starting point of an international Asian road that runs through Southeast Asia to Turkey, the AH-1. The kimono is a traditional Japanese garment consisting of several layers of clothing. There is usually a wide variety of fabrics such as silk and cotton in the kimono combined with colorful patterns. Most Japanese now only wear a kimono on official occasions. Like many other Asian cities, Tokyo is under pressure due to flooding. This manifests itself in four main different forms: floods, tsunamis, sea level rise and liquefaction. Flooding is mainly a problem during heavy rainfall, which can overload Tokyo's many rivers. Secondly, tsunamis pose a major risk to the city because Tokyo lies along four fault lines in the Pacific Ocean. This fact ensures that Japan experiences an average of 1,500 earthquakes per year, with a risk of a tsunami as a result. In addition, the rising sea level is an increasing threat to Tokyo. At the moment, about 2 million people live below sea level in the city. And if the sea level continues to rise, this number will become much higher. Last one, Tokyo suffers from liquefaction. This can occur when the ground, consisting of fine sand, is saturated with water. During earthquakes, this mixture acquires a liquid structure, which causes many buildings and structures to sink into the ground. Tokyo has implemented several measures in the city to counter these problems. The largest and most expensive measure is the Metropolitan Area Outer Underground Discharge Channel. This is an underground facility to store and divert excess water from the rivers that run through and alongside the city. The project took 13 years to complete and cost $2 billion. This also makes it the most expensive of the implemented measures, but it has already prevented a lot of damage to the city. Another measure against the rising water level is to build super levees, dikes, around the rivers. Where normal dikes are extremely vulnerable if they flood, super levees are much less so. The dike slopes gradually, which means that the water can build up much less speed. However, this measure is also expensive. To realize this, all residents have to move temporarily because the entire area has to be raised. Before we go further, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments if you have been in Tokyo.
If you have been in Tokyo or Japan, share the spots we need to see.
Tokyo has a lot of universities and vocational schools. Several of Japan's more prestigious universities are located in Tokyo, including the University of Tokyo, Hitotsubashi University, Tokyo Institute of Technology, Waseda University, and Keio University. Kindergartens, elementary schools, grades 1 to 6, and middle schools, grades 7 to 9, are run by the special wards or by the municipalities. Secondary education is administered by the Tokyo Metropolitan Area Board of Education. Various sports are practiced in Tokyo. There are two professional baseball teams, the Yomiuri Giants, Tokyo Dome, and the Yakult Swallows, Meiji Jingu Stadium. Tokyo has two football clubs, namely FC Tokyo, J-League 1, and Tokyo Verdy, J-League 2. Both play their matches at Ajinomoto Stadium in Chofu. Several international sports competitions are organized in the Olympic Stadium. Tokyo was one of the cities that applied for the Summer Olympics 2016, but it lost in the vote to Rio de Janeiro. On September 7, 2013, it was announced that Tokyo would host the Summer Olympics 2020. For this, a new Olympic stadium was built on the location of the previous stadium of the same name. Tokyo has several museums. Several national museums are located in Ueno Park. Tokyo National Museum, Japan's largest museum specializing in traditional Japanese art, the National Museum of Western Art and the National Museum of Modern Art, which has a large collection of modern art in addition to approximately 40,000 Japanese and foreign films. The Tokyo Skytree is a 634-meter-high television tower in Sumida, Tokyo, Japan, and also Japan's tallest structure. The tower was designed by the architectural firm Nikken Sekai. The signals of digital television broadcasts are distributed from the tower. The older Tokyo Tower, at 333 meters, was not high enough to provide sufficient coverage between the ever-increasing buildings, especially in central Tokyo. The Tokyo Skytree is by far the tallest structure in Tokyo, which means that the surrounding buildings have much less influence. The tower consists of an open steel construction with a round core of reinforced concrete, to which a first observation platform is attached at a height of 350 meters, including a restaurant and a cafe. At a height of 450 meters is a second observation platform. The top approximate 150 meters consists of the digital TV antenna. On March 29, 2010, a 10-meter-high elevator shaft element was placed on top of the tower under construction, causing the total height of the structure to jump from 328 meters to 338 meters. The Tokyo Skytree became the tallest structure in Japan. The 333-meter-high Tokyo Tower had previously held this title for 52 years. On March 18, 2011, the highest point of the structure was reached. At 634 meters high, it is the second tallest structure in the world, after the Burj Khalifa. The Tokyo Tower is the second tallest tower in Japan, built in Shiba's Park, Minato, Tokyo. It serves as a communication tower for Japanese media such as television and radio. It is also a tourist attraction with recreational facilities and two observation decks that provide a view of, almost, the entire city. The Dutch Tokyotoren, the English Tokyo Tower and the Japanese Tokyo Tower are generally accepted names for this tower that is officially called the Nippon Denpato, Japanese Radio Tower. Tachunado, architect, engineer and creator of earthquake-resistant designs, was appointed to design the new tower. It was based on the Eiffel Tower in Paris. At 333 meters, it was the tallest structure in Japan until March 29, 2010. The Takanaka Corporation, Japan's oldest architectural firm, began preparations for construction in July 1957. Hundreds of specialized traditional Japanese aerial work platforms came to Tokyo to work on the tower's construction. Hisakichi Maeda, the founder and chairman of Nippon Denpato, a Japanese television company, had the ambition to build the tower higher than the Empire State Building. But due to lack of material, this was not possible. Finally, the height of the tower was adjusted to the distance the beams had to reach, so that the entire Kanto region would be supplied with television and radio signals. This distance was approximately 150 kilometers. We came to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe.